Oh. You know that crawl. You know that lovely little jingle here. Contra, the big boy, coming at you hot. What can I say? What can you say about Contra that hasn't already been said? We're not going to use the Konami code. We're going to try some traditional 3-life action here and see where it goes. And then maybe at the end of the video, if we're just not making any progress at all, we'll use the Konami code. I don't know. Never did know what R meant in terms of power-ups. Now, first off, just look at how smooth this game operates. I know you're not actually controlling it, so it's maybe not as outstanding to watch as it is to feel. But oh, here we go, here we go. I was gonna say it's the greatest gun in all history, and we squandered it with our first death, which you knew was gonna happen. You know, the flamethrower, it's not the greatest weapon ever, but it's certainly better than your default gun. Anything's better than the default gun. Come on now, don't make me laugh. Oh, I should have just crouched. I should have just crouched. See, this is where the true difficulty of Contra comes in, is when you don't have your million lives, and you gotta actually pay attention to what you're doing. So you don't want to pick up the laser. Not when you've got the spreader. The laser is some useless garbage, honestly. Does a little more damage than your standard gun, of course, but Alright, now, is this gonna be a problem? I should think not. There we go. Spreader's not as effective against this giant structure, but it wrecks everything else, and that's all that matters. First level, easy. Didn't even game over yet. Now here's the first base stage that we've got in the game. These nifty little faux 3D levels. We keep our spreader, so all is well and good. I don't want that R. Actually, the R probably isn't the bad thing. I just don't remember what it is. That was kind of bad, though. Now, these base stages are certainly neat for the time. Maybe not as great as the Contra 3 top-down stages, which not everybody likes, but I certainly have a liking for them. Look at that. I'm no Contra expert, by the way. I don't even know if I've beaten the game with the Konami code. So don't even, you know, don't get your hopes up without it. Making good progress though here. All right, that's the game over, you know? You knew the progress would end right there. But check it out, the game has continued, which means that, yeah, the 30 lives makes it exceptionally baby mode. And fortunately, unlike, you know, a shmup game, you don't need your power-ups to stay potent here. You can still make stuff happen reasonably well if all you got is your base gun. Unfortunately, you gotta not get shot. That's a crucial part of the formula. We got that formula figured out, though. Oh, no, his bullet still got me. Well, can't blame the game for that. I was the one who ran into it. I know I'm here saying, like, oh yeah, Contra's one of the best games of all time, but yeah, none of you need to hear that, you know. That's some baby-level commentary, and the very definition of something everybody already knows. Oh, no! That's not outstanding. The only problem here is my abilities. Oh, awful. Yeah, let's pick up this R, whatever it is. I don't know if it's like a slightly faster fire rate. I think that's maybe what it is, actually. Which could be helpful. One brief moment. I have to look at my other screen for 1 second. Fortunately, you know, it is literally a second for you. What? Oh, I thought I hurdled that. No such luck. See, the bass is actually harder than the rest of this. No, no, no. It's okay. A little bit of bashing our head against the wall is a requirement for these episodes, you know? You gotta, like, you know, balance the risk and reward of just going for it and trying to clear everything else out. Because either way, you stand to potentially die. That's life, man, you know? No matter what you do, you're probably going to eventually die. Rip. Oh! I don't know why I thought I would have been safe there. Every screen we don't die on is, you know, a blessing. Where I say, thank you, game. Big thanks. Oh, not big thanks there. Give me that flamethrower. No. That's right. Now we got this. Back into a a side-scrolling kind of section, and we game over it right in there. We gotta just not die in the base at all. That's the most important part. Oh, we ran out of continues. Okay. That's okay. Stage 1, simple. You get to listen to this music again. So see, this is truly just a positive in every way. And I learned this this jumping trick, which I failed there, from the arcade cabinet at my pizza place I was talking about in previous episode. You know, it showed the you know, the insert coin little demo reel. Yeah. And yeah, the demo reel, of course, showed them jumping over the bridge like that to avoid the explosions. And I was like, oh, I see. Yeah, you know, it's nice how you're all glowy and intimidating looking there, Mr. Turret. Unfortunately for you, I can just crouch. And it turns out to be a very simple ordeal. I was gonna say I could jump, but the second I jump is when that turret's gonna decide, oh yeah, I'm just gonna shoot diagonally and snipe you midair. Was it likely to happen? No. Could it happen? Yes. Again, it's all disaster mitigation. If you actually shoot the spreader too fast, you don't get all the spreads. That's interesting. eliminate that thing right there. Okay, no deaths there is good. We keep our spreader for the base. We got to stay alive during the entirety of the base. That is our line for success. Watch me utterly fail to make good on it. Almost botched it right there. That's right, it starts over here. No! See, I knew it. The spreader isn't that great in the base, honestly. It's like the one place where it's not god tier. And there we go. The good old evil eye. Just stay alive here, why don't you? No! I said stay alive, not die. Bad. Okay, that means we have one attempt. One crack at the... well... there you go. I'll give myself until like maybe like 40 minutes into the video, and then I'll Contra code it. That way you get to witness the actual like struggle of trying to play Contra, but then you'll see a little bit of progress later as well. I got cats all over the place right now. They are all just having issues, apparently. There we go. Now, should be delaying it just enough to shoot some of the red guys. They are the ones who drop power-ups, if I'm registering all this correctly, and I should be, rather. There we go. Decent. Even more decent. That brings us here. Not so decent, but we still have a tiny buffer. And I mean tiny. Would have liked the power up, but he got away. Oh no! And we've gone from a decent situation to an abhorrent situation. We do that every time. So, number one thing to note, don't let that happen anymore. Oh yeah, what do you drop for us, boy? An R. Not quite what I wanted, you know, not worth dying for, I would say. Yeah, look at that. I just ducked those bullets. The perspective is a little wonky, of course, you know. You're gonna have issues with perspective. You're gonna have issues doing anything when you do that. I don't see myself being in an exceptional position now. Especially if you jump directly on the rolling thunder there. Or maybe I'll just Contra code it next time, and then if we wind up beating the game on the Contra code, then we'll just then we'll struggle, you know, do some bonus struggle footage there. Maybe that would be more conducive to a good time. I don't know. I just work here. Good enough. It's all about balancing being careful with being effective. Too careful, you lose some effectiveness. I think this is the farthest we've gone without dying so far. You can tell that that's true because I don't think I've ever been in this part of the base with all my lives. And I still won't be at the boss battle with all my lives, so don't worry, don't worry. It's still gonna be a deathly good time. So, first thing we gotta do is manage to avoid the initial spread shot. Look at that, we did it. That's the only thing that can really kill you. And now, you know, this. Oh man. At least we can shoot down his projectiles, you know, that's helpful. I'd like to get rid of these things before I start before I start taking the fight to him. I'm nervous. I'd be lying to you if I said I wasn't nervous. See, you can make anything happen. You just have to believe in yourself. Or something like that. Doorbell going off. It's not really a doorbell, you know, it's more so the, oh, we saw a bug fly in front of your doorbell. Look at that. Who needs the Contra code to make it past level 2? That's, That's a little bit of an indictment on my abilities, but, you know. Here we are, side-scrolling stage again. Okay. No. You gotta give the rocks a little bit of time to despawn there, you know. Well, we're stuck with the laser now, which is probably worse than the flamethrower, but, you know, we can pretty much just ignore everybody. That's not a power-up box. That's a turret. B stands for butt. Well, this is a really bad place for a turret to be. Which is probably why they put it there, you know? That's just some solid game design if you want to screw over your player base. Which, I mean, what developer doesn't want to do that, you know? I am surviving, which is remarkable. Oh no! Okay. Maybe that's fine. Maybe I didn't want the laser anymore. The laser is just in general not very good. I don't even know if it's better than the base gun, honestly, because you can't really spam it, you know? Spreader. That's not a demand. That's a statement. Ah! Fight the turrets? I don't think so. Well, I gotta. Ah, no! Fighting the turrets just killed me. That's a game over. And that was the end of our continues as well. Okay, so you know what? Look at that. Rest 30. Now, we still don't want to, you know, blow through all of the lives. Still want to, you know, be as conservative as we can. Even with 30 lives, you know, you could still lose. But, you know, we're just gonna Contra code it out, you know, see how much of the game we can see, because that's really the big purpose of this channel, is to showcase what an hour of a game can get you. That wasn't playing conservative, so you know. Now I may as well grab the flamethrower. Ah, I didn't mean to do that. I was trying to, like, yeah, jump and then aim down, but I hit jump way too quick and wound up just sort of falling down on them. So, this has been pretty piss poor play so far. When I said play conservatively, what I meant was die constantly. Don't worry, it's all by design. It's okay. You get your second chance at spreader glory. Couldn't catch the R? Don't know what the R means anyway. Alright. There we go. Again, takes the spreader a little while to get rid of those guns. Unless you're just hitting it directly on from its middle shot, then I'm sure it's fine. Here we go. Base time. Death time. The most fun time of all. Wait along for, for a power-up to show up. Machine gun. Good enough. I was gonna say, it is an improvement when we die anyway. See, not what I had in mind. I was hoping we'd be like, oh yeah, we'll die at a normal rate, and then, you know, we'll never have to use those 30 lives. Well. Oh. To the contrary. You're playing the game like a total ape would play it. It's to say with absolutely no finesse whatsoever. I tried. You can't say I didn't try. You just jumped out of my way. Nothing I could have done. Except hit him. Oh. It's absolute chaos in here. Flamethrower, hey, I'll take it. It'll be better for the boss if we can keep it. As long as I don't die before making it to the boss, which, you know, it could happen. It didn't happen. Good. Give us a little bonus firepower here. So actually, I should probably focus on taking these out first before the big old evil eye shows up. Yeah. Brilliant idea. Thank you. Thank you very much. I know it was a good idea. And then we can just, mash on him. I'm a big enemy of games with limited continues. Not really an enemy of this game. I've been saying how much I enjoy it because it is just genuinely so well made. But seriously, the whole, oh, you can't continue anymore. It's like, dude, why don't you just give the player more lives then and compensate there? Just gonna give them limited continues, and dang, man, what's the point? "26 lives left anyway, so it's not like we're in dire straits." Don't fall from the waterfall, please. I know it's called a waterfall, it doesn't mean you have to actually fall. And no, you cannot stack upgrades. Getting the flamethrower again doesn't mean anything. Unfortunately, now we have the laser. Which, you just can't spam the laser, I guess. That's the only thing you gotta really keep in mind with it. Don't spam the laser or it will do nothing. Yeah, check this out. We outsmart the turret. I know. We should feel great about ourselves that we were able to outsmart a stationary object. Hats off to everybody who can beat this game on just 3 lives. It's an incredible feat. They're out there, of course. They exist. It's not like finding a unicorn or anything. Where there is a video game, there will be people who have mastered every single facet of it. Doesn't appear like anyone can hit me from here, so I'll just keep... Except for, you know, the guy coming from behind. He'll get you a little bit. Again, I tried to jump and aim down and shoot. Okay, I guess that thing's not opening up again, so we'll just have to deal with it. Notably more difficult level than level 1, as one may expect. I like my scumbag behavior. Start the video saying, we're not going to Contra code it. Contra code almost immediately. When you know it's there, and it's such a staple of the game, how can you not, you know? There we go. Please don't sue H.R. Geiger. I couldn't remember if I hit his eyes or his mouth. Clearly it's his mouth, because that's the one that's taking, oh, ouch, I'm hurt sound effects. There we go. Oh, wow, so powerful. You did it by using a cheat code. Yes, but the cheat code was in the game, so I'm not using anything that you couldn't do on a regular console, and that's the most important thing. Base 2, great. Great news. Good start. Man, they've really upped the security here in Base 2. Look at all these things I gotta bust open. Hey, that's an extra life, which may seem goofy, but it is still legitimately helpful. Maybe it's better to just shoot those rolling pins than it is to try to jump over them. Shooting them doesn't really need any specific timing. And, you know, I'm a fan of that. I'm a fan of just brute forcing it. I may tell you all about finesse, but that doesn't mean I'm any good at it. Gotta jump just a little bit to get that thing. There we go, there we go. That's a B. I assume that that's invincibility, judging by the fact that I am glowing. I played a video game in my time. That's an R. Hooray. Still the least inspired of all the power-ups. Wow, what kind of baby room was that? The easiest of all time. Zapped myself, you know, I tried to go forward a little too soon. Fortunately, it doesn't kill you to try to go forward. Enthusiasm doesn't kill you in this game. And now, what do we got? We got this thing. Which actually, Oh, I was gonna say it might be easier than the previous one, but now there's annoying lads in it. Who put mobs in a Contra game? They're done. So now we can focus on not dodging the main event here. I must have to hit them when they're when they're perfectly synced up. What? I think their shots are splitting down at the ground level. No, they're just homing. That's what's going on. See, I was dodging them and I was like, perfect, dodged. It's like, except not dodged at all because they home in on you. I don't recall this boss. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna look like a big poser, say Contra's great, and then say I don't even know this boss, man. I didn't come here for cred. I came here to die over and over, Konami style. There we go. There's one down. That will inevitably help situations. It has to, right? It has to at least help mildly. Perfect. Probably took a few more tumbles than I would have cared to, but we'll see where it gets us. How many lives do we have left? 13. Ah, yeah. We took a lot. We ate it. Kind of a lot. It's alright. We got Snowfield now. What are you gonna do about these grenades? Just kind of pretend they're not there. That's all you can do, I guess. I was gonna say, please give me power up. Power up granted. Good. Now I can pretend I know what I'm doing. With style. You're not gonna convince anybody with moves like that, though. You know, just trying to concentrate on doing well. A flamethrower in an ice level? You don't say. Is that an extra life? It's gotta be, right? Nope, it's just, it's a smart bomb. Remember, you have 30 lives, not infinite lives. The game is still not easy. That guy was. We didn't die on him once, so we could tell even if we didn't have 30 lives, we'd be in an okay position. I know, big if true. Looks like it's not a boss, it's just like a regular enemy in boss clothing. Good thing you can just stand to the very left and pretty much be safe forever. I don't know about forever, but for a good portion. Well, we were overdue. It had been a while since we died. See the 2D stages? They can still be hard. I think this might even be easier than the waterfall stage, actually. Just slightly. What am I getting at here? Yeah, I was gonna say the 2D stages, they're still hard, but the base stages are what really suck up all my lives, at least. This, you just kind of spaz. Easy stuff. Not one death on that little boss of sorts. Energy zone. It doesn't say base, so that's nice. Yeah, the base levels are definitely cooler on paper than they are necessarily fun to actually play. Ah! Gotta remember, if you want to duck, you have to just duck. You can't also push right or left, because then you'll just, yeah, you'll just start doing that. You gotta push down, and that's all you push. Things could get kind of nuts. Well, you know, I probably should have seen that coming. I probably should have seen that continue to come. So that's quizzical. Okay. Kind of annoying timing. Yeah, be patient with it. Gross. Gross. Yeah, we'll just take our invincibility frames. So invincibility. Well, it's a. Oh, come on! What do you mean I didn't go down through the floor? What? That's, yeah, I should be dropping through. Instead, he keeps jumping up. What the heck? Okay, I guess he stands up slightly when you drop down. That's a little bit of a miss in the programming department. I cannot tell a lie. Even the greats, you know, fall on their face every now and then, I suppose. Some of these fire jets. We have no more lives. I told you, 30 lives guarantees nothing. Well, who do we got here? How do you avoid that? It's okay. We just continue with 30 more lives. You just Contra code on your continue screen and then you're good. Granted, we gotta play through the energy zone again, but that's fine, you know? We learned a lot about the energy zone, so that we'll be in better shape this time around. We learned a lot, but that doesn't mean we're not gonna die a bunch anyway. Knowledge only gets you so far. You still need to rely on a fair bit of execution. That's I think the toughest jet of fire to avoid, is that very first one. It's got some zany timing to it. Don't get greedy. Wow, we didn't die there. Ah. Oh, don't worry. we'll die somewhere. There we go. We remembered that area. We remembered the Titans. Ah, feel-good sports movies. Who doesn't love The Blind Side? It makes you feel like you're the one who just did a poor orphan a service. What does The Blind Side have to do with anything? I don't know. I said remembering the Titans, and I'm like, oh, I've never seen that. I should reference a sports movie that I've actually seen. The Blind Side. That's one I've seen. I think I had to watch it in my sociology class. I also had to watch Four Christmases in my sociology class, you know. Whereas in American history, taught by the same teacher, we watched Glory and Schindler's List. Notably beefier films, I would say. Alright, so now we get to figure out what to do with... Ooh, we can actually clear him. Impressive. Our vertical leap, you know, is nothing to scoff at. What kind of boss is this? He's just a big man. Good thing, you know, good thing we can Konami code the continue screen, because we came over right on this guy. He's just too girthy, you know? He's too much of a unit. Got him, though. HANGAR. Oh, you know it's a big deal when it's like, yeah, man, the original level 1 music back at you. Basic platforming hazards, you know, nothing the man can't handle until he can't handle them anymore. I mean, if you're gonna put up big spike walls, at least make them a little, you know, sturdier. This ain't gonna stop anyone. Not anyone with the flamethrower. It almost stopped me. Okay, that was almost good. They were almost onto something with that one. Oh, I thought these were like monkey bar type things. Nope. Not in this Contra. That doesn't come until Contra 3, I think? Unless Super C adds them, but I don't think it does. Oh no, we got run over by a very slow-moving minecart. Not the shining moment of your life. When do these start firing off? I see. Well, we'll just take the high road then. It seems better. Really, it's my only consolation to myself is that I'm at least capable of learning from mistakes every now and then. But learning from them and applying what you've learned are two very different things. Kind of figured that these would, you know, devolve into some kind of utmost degeneracy. Oh, and boy, is it degenerate! It's absolutely foul. Well, there's one gone, so that's a plus. Degeneracy foiled. This looks like one last base to me. It's a little nerve-wracking. Ah, Alien's Lair. I believe this is indeed the final level here. This is where H.R. Geiger really is like, are you kidding me? See, look at that. Tell me these ain't just straight up xenomorphs. Is this it? Is it just a single boss battle and that's the whole stage? I don't know. If it is, this will mark the first time that I've actually beaten Contra. Yes, even with the Konami code, I was not able to in the past. Proof that I've been improving. Or at least just learning that you can continue with the Konami code. I'm not getting I'm not getting better, I'm just getting craftier. This is actually an extremely easy boss fight. Ah, it's not the end. That explains a thing or two. See, this is where they hide all the difficulty. Is after that part. It makes sense, you know. I thought that seems way too easy, and it was way too easy. I keep doing that, and that's on me. Keep trying to jump up and shoot down instead I just drop down directly into danger. Figure out the controls, man. I'm trying. So how do you all feel? Is it valid beating Contra with the Contra code, or is your win invalidated? You all know how I stand. I am a big fan of people playing single-player games the way they want to play them. You can't ruin anybody else's experience in a single-player game. Just your own. And if you're not ruining your experience, then go for it, man. Gotta get these little, you know, these little egg things out of here. So I got some room to work with here. Oh boy, an extra life. Thank you. Thank you. May or may not actually be relevant when it's all said and done. Oh yeah, see, look at this. Now I can safely, yeah, just blow him up. We exploded his heart. I believe that's all of Contra, dog. It's not a very long game, you know. Even playing poorly, you can get it in about half an hour. Congratulations. Congratulations spelled properly and everything. You've destroyed the vile Red Falcon and saved the universe. Consider yourself a hero. I didn't say this because I assumed it was already known, but now that I've finished the game, it was published and developed by Konami. So there you go. Oh, yes. We get to read the staff credits and everything. S. Umizaki, S. Kishiwara, K. Yamashita, T. Danjo, and M. Ogawa. Those are your programmers there. Graphic designers. You know, H.R. Geiger. Sound creators. K. Sada, H. Meizawa. Special thanks. Oh, what do you got to do to get on the special thanks team? Ume-chan. And S. Kitamoto. Well, what a game you guys made indeed. Ooh, presented by Konami. Yeah, see, so if I didn't tell you before, you would have found out here. But, again, that's just the kind of thing I assume everybody knows. It's a Konami classic. And it just brings you right back to stage one. It's like, hey bro, want to loop it? Sure. We got 10 minutes to burn. Let's die on our face. Does die in your face mean? It means I was gonna say something better and didn't. So now the code has been cracked. I know I said that we'd be doing a little bit of suffering here with no Konami code, but I mean, it just threw me right back in, you know? What do you expect from me? You just say, no, sorry, I wouldn't like to continue, I wouldn't like to loop the game? I do that all the time. And I'm not sure if it is a quirk with the controls, or if it is just me being awful. I'm at the point where I'm kind of like gaslighting myself on it. I keep thinking that you can like flip directions prone without getting up, but no, you can't. You do stand up for a brief moment. Keep that in mind. Design the storm to explain in due time. Yeah, it's not the first time I've done it, okay? I voice through in the end too often. 2 times total is too often. I was gonna say, can we just... Yeah, we can rush past that without destroying the rest of the stuff. It's just a very dangerous tactic. Can we improve our base game? That's the question. It's going okay so far, actually. Now that we don't need to do well. We've learned more of the quirks of the base, you know? Shock yourself, you know? There we go. There's that death we've been waiting for. It's nice that we don't have to, like, bait a shot out of these things. We don't have to stop shooting them briefly so that they start shooting. They're just always shooting at us. Once you figure this fight out, it's not that bad either. Beautiful stuff. With 12 lives to spare. Look at that. I like how many points you get just for beating the end boss. As it should be, you know? It's like, congratulations, you're a real hero. Or whatever it says. Yeah, I'm able to avoid the laser. Major Laser can't get me with his signature synth noises this time. He's not quite as distinct as DJ Snake's, however. DJ Snake just kind of uses all the same noises all the time. He uses that little modified vocal sound. And this could be said out of a place of ignorance. I'll be the first to admit, I'm not a big, you know, EDM music fan. I don't keep up with what all the big name DJs and producers are doing. You know, I just kind of go based on what I hear, which is, of course, what's popular. popular music. Fetid. I know, how could I? I used to keep up with pop music quite well, actually. I just enjoyed, you know, keeping a finger on the pulse, but I've been real lazy about it lately. I think just because, you know, pop music, I can't just make a blanket statement and say it's all bad, but it does certainly move in waves and trends, and I don't like the current trends. A lot of trop pop sounds and a lot of what am I looking for? A lot of trap beats too. I'm not a big fan of trap. I don't mind hip hop. There's a lot of hip hop that I like a lot, but trap music isn't quite as appealing to me personally. It doesn't mean it's bad. I just think it's getting stale real fast. It's wearing out its welcome, you know. It's still not as bad as the slew of 2000s pop rap that the world had to deal with. Looking at you, 50. Sorry, 50? Is that how you say it? Looking at you, 50. Whitest way I could have said that. Well, what do you know? I am white. As if you needed any more proof. But no, I never was into the super popular 2000s hip-hop hits. Ludacris and 50 Cent and Nelly, all that. Does Nelly count? Was he a rapper or was he more of a R&B singer? See, I haven't heard enough Nelly to really know. Of course, heard Hot in Her, which I guess is not really a hip-hop song. So that could be a place of ignorance, you know. It's like people who call The Weeknd a rapper. It's like, wow, so just because he's black, he's got to be a rapper? He doesn't rap. He sings. So maybe Nelly doesn't count. But I don't like that 2000s R&B style either. You know, your Ushers and your Akons. It's just... I think the songwriting is boring, honestly. Like, I just find it to be very boring music. Hey, look, we're down to 3 lives. I like my songwriting a little more boombastic, you know. I don't just like, oh, here's a hook. There you go. Enjoy your hook, sir. No, man, I need 100 hooks. Or no hooks and just a deadly atmosphere. You know, I was gonna say, I can't rightly claim to be all about hooks when I listen to so much black metal. I died in the baby room. It's not something that I want to talk about. It can just go forgotten. I'd prefer to not die completely here and then have to continue in the base, but we hardly have any time left as it is on the video, so it's not going to be any big loss, you know. Yeah, I'd be worrying about something not worth worrying about, really. Your last try in a DPS race with everything else. Yeah, there you go. And this is the mildly annoying room, which can go from mildly annoying to deadly depending on how little attention you're paying. This part is not so mildly annoying. This part is horrifying. Got 1 extra life though. Yeah, someone likes me. It's me. I like me. I gifted myself that extra life by playing slightly better than I usually do. But that's time. I don't feel bad timing out right there. You saw the whole game. We all saw. We both. The implication is one person watches these videos. No. That was a good run. I know it was a Konami coded run, so maybe it's invalidated, but I don't care. It's still a good time. That's Contra. There's nothing you can say about it that hasn't already been said. It's like saying Super Mario Brothers is a pretty good game. It's like, yeah, congratulations on the spicy hot take there. Yeah, one of my all-time favorites, right up there with Castlevania. I hope you all enjoyed watching it as much as I enjoyed playing it. Join me next time when we look at Gunsmoke, another pretty solid game. It's honestly just a pretty good time for the NES in general until we get back into, garbage season. But either way, as always, thank you for watching. We will catch you next time.